Welcome to Akindi. Akindi is an assessment platform for in-person and online multiple choice tests. Akindi provides instructors with control over their assessments while saving them time and providing them with peace of mind. I'm Krista from the customer success team that's dedicated to helping instructors like you have a seamless experience with Akindi. To date, we've helped instructors grade over 7 million tests. In this video, I'll be showing you how to get started with Akindi. To get started, log into Canvas, select a course, and click Launch Akindi. If Akindi is not yet enabled on your course shell, go to Settings, Navigation, and enable Launch Akindi. Once you launch Akindi, your account will automatically be created and your class roster will be imported. You are now ready to create an assessment. In this video, I'll be showing you how to create both a paper and an online assessment. If you're looking for a particular assessment, feel free to jump to the timestamp listed on the screen now. Here's how to create a paper assessment. Click Create Assessment. Select the course, enter the assessment name, and set the assessment type to paper. If you're running multiple versions of an assessment, turn on the multiple versions toggle and select the desired number of versions. Based on the number of questions and distractors on your test, select the desired bubble sheet layout. Akindi will automatically ignore any unused bubbles. Customize your bubble sheets by choosing to pre-fill the sheets with the student names and student IDs, and customize the information displayed in the header. Akindi will provide a preview of your bubble sheets on the right-hand side. Enter the answer key by selecting the correct response for each question. Using Akindi's advanced marking options, you can control the weight and grading scheme of each question. You are able to edit the answer key at any time, including after the test sheets have been graded. To print your customized bubble sheets, click Print Bubble Sheets. If you chose to pre-fill the student information, you will have a test sheet for each student in your roster. If you chose to leave the test sheets blank, you will then have a blank sheet that you can print copies for each student in your class. Print the PDF using any regular printer and paper. The default settings will work fine. Once they are printed, double-check that the corner squares and QR code are present and unaltered on the test sheet. Akindi will need these to grade the test sheet. Hand out the bubble sheets to the students. The students can use either pen or pencil to fill in the bubbles. After the test is complete, collect the completed response sheets and scan them into a PDF using any regular scanner. You'll then upload that PDF to Akindi. If your scanner has email capabilities, you can email the test sheets directly to your unique uploads email address, which is found on your course dashboard. Alternatively, upload the PDF directly to Akindi. Click Upload Response Sheets, select the desired PDF, and click Upload. Akindi will highlight any errors caused by students misfilling their student information as exceptions. If the student misfilled their student ID, Akindi will display a preview of that student's test sheet. You can search your class roster by name or student ID and assign that test sheet to the proper student. Akindi will call exceptions if it isn't sure how to grade a student's response. You can choose to ignore the exception, which will mark the student's response as incorrect, or adjust the student's response to reflect their selection. Once you've resolved the exceptions, you are now ready to view the results. Jump to this timestamp to learn more about Akindi's results analysis. Here's how to create an online assessment. Click Create Assessment. Select the course, enter the assessment name, and set the assessment type to online. If you'd like to run multiple versions of the assessment or have Akindi automatically scramble your test questions, turn on multiple versions and select the desired option. Select how you'd like the test questions to be displayed to the students. Choose to display a full unedited PDF, display questions one at a time, or display no questions at all. You can see a preview of the student's view on the right-hand side. I'll be showing you how to randomize your test questions and display them one at a time to students. Click Save and Continue. Upload your existing test question document to Akindi. There's no special formatting needed, and Akindi will automatically be able to identify your questions and answers. Once the file has been successfully uploaded, click Continue. Akindi will highlight how many questions were identified, how many items were unable to be identified, and count the total marks of your assessment. Review Akindi's automatic identification and enter your answer key. Use the drop-down menu to categorize unidentified items. Click into a text box to edit a question or an answer. Turn on advanced marking options to control the weight and grading scheme of a question. Once you've entered your answer key and categorized all unidentified items, click Save and Continue. Set the assessment schedule by entering the desired time limit, as well as selecting the activation date and deadline. Students will not be able to access the assessment prior to the activation date or after the deadline. Welcome to the online assessment status page. From this dashboard, you can monitor the student's progress throughout the assessment. You can customize the individual student schedules, review how many students have received and opened the email, and monitor how many questions each student has completed. To send the assessment to students, click Email Students their online assessment. Customize the subject line and message that will be displayed to the students, and click Send. From the student's end, they'll receive an email with a secure link to access their assessment. We'll ask them to review that the name and ID listed is accurate and belongs to them. Once they click I agree, the assessment timer will begin. Akindi will display one question at a time in a randomized order to each student in the roster. Students can monitor their progress in the top right corner. If you chose to prevent students from backtracking to previous questions, the question index and previous question button will not be displayed. Once the student has completed their assessment, they will click Submit and their responses will be populated in your Akindi account. Akindi's results analysis is centered around two main questions: how well the students performed and how well the test was designed. On the overview page, Akindi will provide analytics around the easiest question and the hardest question, as well as highlight questions that statistically performed well and questions that you might want to take a look at. On the Graphs tab, Akindi provides a full item analysis for each question. The Responses tab features a full spreadsheet view of all of the students and how they performed on the assessment. From here, you can edit the answer key and pull up individual student reports. Send the grades directly to your Learning Management Gradebook by clicking Send Grades to LMS. You can select an existing grade item or create a new item from within Akindi. Additionally, Akindi offers a number of export options under the Actions drop-down menu. We want you to feel supported at every step of the way. So if you have any questions, please reach out to my team and I through our live in-app chat. We hope to hear from you soon, and happy testing.